And a lot of the Wilber area is kind of like from the Bohemia area. So when you look at the dresses, the dress styles, this is the Bohemian Croy. So they refer to their dresses as Croy. But again, each region kind of has its own dress styles, which is very interesting. And again, most of these are pretty much came over, with somebody from Czechoslovakia, I think.
So did you guys donate this photo?
In fact, I have that. I have her dress.
That's your husband's grandpa's house that you live in?
Yes.
Okay, wow. That's some heritage.
So we lived there, and the only thing wrong with it, I would say, is we're about 100 yards from a small creek, so we stay here, Tricky Creek, and most of the time it's just a nice little babbling brook. But when those heavy rains, it turns into a raging river, and everything, like flooding, it's not a fun thing. But when they settled, we thought, wow, this is great. Let's
Yeah, a little extra water.
Yeah.
Cattle have water, so close, blah, blah, blah. Not so much fun.
No, down with everything.
She was a very talented artist. We just got drawer after drawer of her drawings here. And she even did carving. So this is actually the stock of a gun that she carved for her one son-in-law. And it's got the geese and ducks and stuff on it, But just a very talented artist.
That would only be for festivals. So
I just maybe just part of her heritage, and she was an artist, and so she just kind of enjoyed doing that, And again, you'll see that all the way up and down the Midwest at the different ship areas.
Also, because this is actually quite a big deal because it was organization, similar maybe to German Falcons, but it was something that was also part of national revival. But they started with sports, but then they created lots of these multifunctional halls. So they would put on opera. In here, there are also still the painted, like curtain or stages.
The reins. So Popo is strong mind or strong body. It had no political affiliation. It was just some of the Czechs didn't have the best feeling about religion. And
Yeah. It was non-religious.
but you still need fellowship of folk together.
This building here was established. This is the third time. It was the third time the SOCO organization started in Wilber. The first ones they just used the Opera House, which was from the railroad tracks about a block east. They used that, and then that one discontinued, and then they started up another one, and they built a building 2 blocks from the intersection there at the flashing light, 2 blocks north. They built a loan hall and everything, and then in 1950 they dissolved it, and they sold their building and everything, and they send the money back over to the old country to help support the war effort. And this one here, they got together in history book says in 1925. So this will be in October. This will be 100 years and everything of this organization in this spot.
My grandparents bought the store in 1967, and the Alphabet family started it sometime, we think, in the 1880s or 80s. So I bought it in 67 from my grandma. She had sold it a couple times on contract and got it back. So when I was getting out of school, she said, "I wonder which sucker we're gonna find next." I said, "Well, I'd like to give it a try." So I was the next sucker. I sold it in 2008 and was out for 11 years, and the guy that I sold it to was done. So I didn't want to sell it in the first place, but as you guys know, girls can make some decisions for you. So it was either a wife or a meat market, and I ended up with neither. So lesson learned there. So we came back in 2019, and we've been here ever since. We're going to stuff one out for you. Evan's kind of got it started. Again, if we were to do this and see it in a big factory, it would be a lot different and not using hog ring pliers to clamp it. So when we're doing these are about 5 pounds of chub, so we can kick out quite a bit of summer sausage. Hot dogs are very different. The hot dogs, and this is a paper casing, non-edible. The hot dogs, we use sheep casings, so sheep guts. And Polish sausage is hog. Ring bologna is beef, is lynx. For Czech days, it's tough out here because everything wants to start to cook, and then the grease will start to break down and run out of your casings, and then it's like a greasy rainforest in there, and that's no fun because you're losing weight, and where that grease comes down on the casing, the smoke can't penetrate. I bought that inside smokehouse to get away from that, but the first year that I did that for Czech days, that was back when like snail mail was all we had. My post office box was full of hate mail. What the hell did you do to the Wheaties?